Hi guys, so I'm here to do a full moon and Libra reading. This will be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. As always, these readings are general, they're for the collective, so if they do not resonate, that's perfectly okay. Just check your other placements, your message is most definitely there, okay? Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not. If I am not new to you, I did change channels, so you will have to subscribe here to, get updated on content. If you need to book a private personal reading, that information's in the description below and the pinned section of the comments, along with all the other services that I offer. And I really wanted to thank my subscribers who offered me some kind words through this time period of grieving that I've been going through. It means the world. So thank you. Yeah, so let's get into this. I'll pull your overall energy, then we'll look into your current energy, the energy you'll be experiencing under the full moon. We'll pull a challenge card, and we'll also pull advice, and I'll clarify everything with the tarot. What can you tell me for Capricorn for full moon in Virgo, or full moon in Libra? Capricorn, please. Okay, we have journey. Branch out to new worlds. I like it. In the current, we have communication is key. The full moon energy is your dreams need a practical plan. The challenge is you're good enough. And the advice is expect powerful change. Okay. Can you clarify journey? Magician. Beautiful. I feel like you're ready for these big changes, and it really is branching out. What you want is perhaps the correct circle, people that have the same type of vision as you. Communication is key in the current, feeling like you need to make those connections or meet people. Ace of Wands. Eight of Wands. And the Sun. Interesting. So it seems like you're attempting to align yourself with the correct group of people. And in this communication process, it seems like there's some new things taking place, or you're making new connections, and it's bringing this, optimism into life. Tell me about your dreams need a practical plan. Page of Wands. Three of Wands. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like there's this recognition, it's like in the current, we are, dreaming. It's like we have this idea and we're starting to communicate with people, find people that are like-minded. And this is putting us in this Page of Wands energy, which is, optimism. But it's very passion driven. And it seems like, with your dreams need a practical plan, it's like you kind of have to, I don't know, it's almost like you need to think of things from maybe a more earthly side than a passionate side or like a very emotional side. Meaning, when you're meeting these people, is the conversation good, or are they actually speaking to you in a way where it's like they would bring some type of real stability and real like practical worldly things into life? Like, say, this new journey that you're trying to do, you're trying to branch out, what you're trying to manifest is like, a way to make money, because let's keep it real, this is a Capricorn reading. So, it's like talking to the right people, meeting the right people, but only coming from it from a very passionate side. It's almost like the connections aren't that deep. And it's not, or maybe you're not recognizing like that, you're kind of viewing things from this Page of Wands energy where it's like wanting to meet new people, wanting to get out there, wanting to have fun, versus this grounded energy, which is sitting with oneself, making a literal practical plan on one's dreams, having, a very like stable idea, outcome, and a plan to get there. And in the challenge, it's actually like just believing in yourself. That one, maybe you can do this by yourself, but also that it doesn't just require passion, that it requires a much more stable energy behind it, And the Queen of Pentacles is the recognition of self-worth. She definitely knows her worth. With you are good enough as the challenge, we have the Three of Swords, Five of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Maybe it's like when we go out and we communicate with people, it's like we have a dream and we have like a dream, let's say soul tribe, right? And we start talking to people and it's fun, but maybe it's the realization that most of our connections may be quite shallow. The Wands energy is more passion and charm. And perhaps whatever it is that you're trying to manifest here requires this level of self-love that's kind of lacking here. And it's due to like, some really heartbreaking experiences that, you really need to make peace with. Like the challenge here is like making peace with perhaps these negative thoughts of self or feeling unworthy. Maybe the challenge is just seeing that you do have an actual practical plan and that it is in fact a good idea and that you should believe in yourself and this manifestation. Maybe that's part of what it is. It's like, yeah. That is challenging though. It's like,
self-love is really hard. People that, try this every day, they know that it's not like as simple as waking up and saying, hey, I love myself. It's not the same thing. Self-love is, nurturing oneself, healing past traumas, healing pain, allowing yourself to grieve, allowing yourself to go through things, reprogramming your brain to believe that you are worthy. It's a really hard process. And when you have traumas from the past, they sort of can sustain the energy of feeling like you're unworthy of good things. And so here I have someone who wants to look at the positive aspects of things and wants to, almost, I would say, not make a practical plan, just living in like a dreamer's mentality without actually having faith that they could make this their reality. When in actuality, they are manifesting the advice is expect powerful change. We have the Three of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Bottom of the deck, I have the Page of Swords. So, where the change will come in is that you're going to find people that you're going to be able to like work together with that will help you possibly to clear up any type of, it's like this communication that you're having now. It's very like deeply and passionate, but at some point you're going to really have other people's input plus your own input, your own learned lessons, and your own truth. And it's going to create like a bunch of opportunities here for you. And in these opportunities, there's like this great deal of commitment that goes down. So what I have is sort of like a person, at the end of this, the Page of Swords, which is very much about taking the lesson. Okay. So it's almost like we've learned that talk isn't everything. And somewhere in us, there was some pain lingering or an insecurity with our worth. And perhaps it makes us believe that other people just view us the same way. But the full moon is going to force you to look into that. That you can't just wait for good things to happen. You can't just manifest from a positive place. There's some work that needs to be done. And here it seems like for some of you, it's inner work. There's some type of past separation, pain, or trauma that you really do need to make peace with to get to this Queen of Pentacles energy. And it's just going to be illuminated to you under the full moon. But the truth is the changes that you want. And maybe it's, monetary with the Three of Pentacles. Maybe you want the right work partners, or like it says here, just branching out to the correct people. Maybe there's a fear with that. In the past, people may have treated you like you weren't good enough. And so somewhere in your mind, you told yourself that, and you kind of got to reprogram it. With the Queen of Swords, it's like you have boundaries now. That probably was the lesson that you learned from a lot of like connections that you have, is that people didn't share your vision, and that you need to have boundaries with people, and part of that is communicating like who you really are, what you really want in life, and dealing with people who sort of reciprocate that energy and like deeply commit to you. And there's, it's like once you recognize that you're worthy of this type of connection, or of this dream period, all the opportunities flow in here for you. But we need to release the pain to a certain situation, because the pain really was only there as a lesson. You see the towers behind it, it wasn't meant to sit on and like grieve forever. It was just to take the lesson from it and be able to move on to peace. And sometimes the lesson is self-love, you know, valuing oneself, that, you know, you can't just be nice to everybody. You know, the Page of Wands is extremely friendly and very nice, and he's full of this sun energy, which is youthful optimism, you know. But really, we need a lot of this energy in our life, that earth energy, the groundedness. And perhaps right now we're not on the ground. We're not even in a place of practicality. But if you can commit to the changes here and communicate, you know, in a manner that's beyond honest, you're going to see the opportunity that you're looking for to show up right up. Like whatever you're manifesting, it sort of involves this little internal change. And a lot of it has to do with self-value. And I would say not worrying about what other people can think about us. All right. That's what I have for you guys. I'll see you soon.